also are to be protected, and their use of the library is to be open as well. So we have kind of an interesting issue coming up on the 18th, and those are also public meetings. I don't anticipate we'll have any problem working out an accommodation, but I wanted to let you know I'm also working with the library, and as well as other parts of your city besides just showing up here at these meetings. Thank you.
Okay. You want to go next, Al?
I have a couple of items. One that came up this morning, we did take a look at the, if I get this right, the second hill behind the library. There's a hill that has some ragweed mixed in with the trees, or trees mixed in with the ragweed. Part of the property is owned by the city, part is not. The last time that was cleaned out, apparently the stormwater, the rain that came down, created an erosion issue and flooded the apartment at the bottom of the hill. So the benefit of the ragweed tree combination is it does slow the water down. We are going to go in and do a partial cleanup, if you will, to see where that gets us, making sure we clean the city property to a certain level without taking all the vegetation out. If we kill all the weeds, there's not much grass in there, so we will be back to the erosion and potentially flooding the apartment at the bottom of the hill. So if you hear anything behind the library, we are going to go in and try and do something in there that will clean it up, at least in the city property. But that is a comment that I had from a citizen, and so if you get that comment in any of your communications, we're working out. We're going to try something, but we're taking a very cautious approach because of the stormwater runoff. We are also working on, well, I guess that's the most significant one. Trees are an issue. We are going to take down a number of trees, but we're waiting so we can coordinate that with Independence Light and Power. They've been very helpful in the past, as I understand it, and I think we'll continue to work with them. So thank you, Don. One of the big ones is Third Ward Park has a very large oak tree that is very dead.
Yeah.
But because of the size, it isn't something you can go in and drop. It's going to take a little bit more delicate attention than that. But it is on the list, and we are going to get to it. And there is an Alzheimer awareness walk on, is it this Thursday, the 11th?
We all forgot.
I believe it's 3 to 6.
Buchanan County Health Center.
Right. So I'll make you aware of that, and beyond that, not much.
Okay. Barb?
We're short-staffed this week. Vicky's on vacation, but we're continuing to work through the migration to the new software. Had a little bit of a setback with the server, but we're addressing that short-term and eventually longer-term. But the migration has been set back just a little bit. They were scheduled to be on site here today, starting this week, but she's coming in Wednesday through Thursday this week to migrate us to the AP and GL accounts, the financial software, and then she won't be back till the week of September 29th to do the payroll software conversion. So, but we're still trying to target November or Thanksgiving to be completely done with the Tyler software.
Okay. Al had one more thing.
I did have one more item. I am working on a time frame for city email addresses, and one of the challenges with that is I will need each of you to bring your iPad in so that they can program it with your new email address. But I don't have a schedule for when they can get to that. I'll send an email out or give you a call when we get to that point. Won't take very long, but I do have to have your iPads here for them to update when we get to that point.
Okay.
Okay.
Doug?
Okay, just a couple things. I think John already brought it up, but Thursday on the 11th, we will have the street out here closed off for about an hour. I talked to Al on this for a 911 service, so it's Thursday morning, around 8, right in there. And then I did get the final letter on our this last grant we applied for, and we did receive 9 sets of turnout gear, and some pass alarms, so we did receive that.
Good.
Very good. Thank you. Randy?
John Butler delivered, and we accepted today the new squad car, Ford SUV came in. And it is now being marked out of Signs and More, and the equipment will be installed. Hopefully it's in service in about 3 weeks or so. So we're looking forward to that, and so are all the guys. So anyway, but it is, and of course the major change you're gonna see in this vehicle, number one, of course, it's an SUV, but number two, it will not have the top lights. This is gonna be internal lights inside the vehicle. It's much, obviously, environmentally, it protects the equipment much better. So the top lights you won't see, but internally we'll be able to still activate them. They'll be plenty bright for everybody to see when they come on, so just so that you're aware.
I didn't see, does it have a spotlight on the side?
Yeah, it did. It actually has two, one on each side.
Okay.
Yeah, one on each side.
Is this something the officers will be using daily or different
Oh, yeah.
shifts,
Yeah.
that type of thing?
It's a typical patrol vehicle. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a patrol vehicle for them to utilize, yeah.
Is it gonna be black and white or all white?
No, it's gonna be black and white.
Okay.
We're having actually, we reversed it this year. Typically speaking, we've had the vehicle where it's been all masked it's in black, and then they do the white. We're just doing the masking, just the doors in white.
Okay.
That way it cuts down on costs. About a third, it's about 1/3 of the cost is what it usually does to mask it or to make it a black and white.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Okay. My turn. One of the things I did want to bring up, because I know what people are wondering, I had applied for the TEEP grant, and when I came in today, I was checking my dates of my letter. When I applied for that, it was July 15th. We supposedly had 30 days for us to hear about it. I have not received any correspondence, and I just realized today that was the date. That was also about the time where I started having some health problems and stuff. And so I am going to pick back up on that or turn this over so Al can follow up on it. So the TEEP grant has not been forgotten. The fact of doing a study of our intersections has not been forgotten. Just for circumstances unavoidable has been delayed a little bit, but it will be followed through on. I know there's a separation of church and schools, but I also want to thank everybody that has had me in their prayers and concerns for some of my issues, but don't take me off the list yet. I still have lots of questions, tests, and different things that will be happening, but you'll get to see my smiling face as much as possible. So I appreciate all you guys working. I really appreciate having Bob as my mayor pro tem and taking over when I couldn't. I'm going to try to start attending some of the meetings that I used to attend, but I take it one day at a time. So thank you for that, and just wanted to try to squelch some of the rumors and answer some of people's questions. So other than that, I would ask for a motion for adjournment. Motion by Dallenbach, second by
I'll second.
Brown. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same.
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you. You want to stay.